What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you for checking out this video. It's been a minute here since I've put out a podcast, so I appreciate you guys coming back, checking out this video. It's been a madhouse for us since January 1st. We've had travel trips to trade shows and conferences. We've had return trips to some of the college consulting partners that we work with. We've lost staff members to professional organizations. Today, March, we're finally kind of through some of the sprinting that we were doing through the off season. I actually tried a podcast when I had a week with some downtime. Tried a podcast, totally whiffed. I think I messed up the second half of the recording of it. Couldn't even salvage any of it. So I'm going to kind of touch a little bit maybe on that topic today of what I want to talk about then. Still think it's extremely applicable now. That topic was taking care of your body, how recovery, nutrition, hydration, and all those things kind of fit into that. And I think it's really important here, beginning of March, everybody is back in the baseball season for the most part. And, MLB's back, NCAA's back, high school, and even the youthers are starting up, here soon. And what that looks like from a recovery standpoint to take care of your body, and the three biggest points that I think I could point to for recovery is first and foremost, being in control of your workload, right? Like not asking your body to do too much, but then also kind of keeping up with the maintenance and strength that you want it to be able to perform at, and having a good ebb and flow, a good periodization of that workload balance is extremely important. Not doing more than what you're ramped up to do, but also continuing to challenge and build up your body, with no big lulls in the workload volume there. Another really big thing is your macros, your protein intake, your, carb intake, the overall amount of calories that you're consuming, how you're eating, what you're eating, and then of course your hydration, but the best recovery modality I joke about, everybody is asking, ways that they can recover faster. The best recovery thing is always time. You can't really rush through the recovery process. You can definitely slow it down by not taking care of some of those things for your body, for yourself, but you can't necessarily speed it up. It takes what it takes, so, some of those things, I'll say them again: workload, like macros and nutrition and hydration. Sleep, is another big one. Those are some of the things that we really got to be dialed into as we, start having recovery conversations, for athletes as they get back into their seasons. The variability of the, days, times, games, length of amount of pitches, and whatever have you, starts to have much more variance to it. Obviously, during the off season, we have very specific control over when we do what, right? Every single Friday, I knew that I was going to throw a bullpen, and every single day was just lined out for you then. But when games start happening, you don't pitch in this game, you do pitch in that game, you have a rain out here, there's more variability to it. So we just got to have to be ready to roll with some of those punches and understand maybe how to roll with them, some good ways to do it. We have a resource inside of Boost. For those of you that don't know, Boost is our new web app that we've been developing, Premier Pitching Performance, and right now the goal of it is to show and display information to our existing athletes, whether it be assessment information, educational type of curriculum. And we have some documents that are in there too, downloadable documents that are good resources or reference points for athletes, especially in this conversation. The one I wanted to read through is kind of a high performance diet, what that should look like, and it's our nutrition guide inside of Boost, and ultimately the top of it is a summary of some good considerations in a high performance diet. But the reality is that it's all relative to you and your body. The same way that your training should be specific, intentional, and individualized. Your diet should as well, because it's based on body comp, it's based on goals, it's based on what you're burning, it's based on what you naturally burn just at steady state, just like a normal state, So basically what I'm about to read through is for a 150-pound athlete. This nutrition guide was made in mind for the younger athlete that's looking to gain size, muscle strength. I feel like that's probably the bigger majority of athletes that come through typically need size and strength, at least in the baseball department. So that's kind of what the angle of this is, and I'm just going to read through it exactly as it has on there, just for informational purposes. But it is something that we have online, something that we have as a resource for our athletes. We just want to give you an idea. So for breakfast, we're basically going breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we're going snack in between each one. Right, for breakfast, it says 1 slice of whole wheat bread, half an avocado, 2 fried eggs, an apple, and those macronutrients line out to 505 calories, 18 grams of protein, 49 grams of carbohydrates, and 28 grams of fat. And those should be the things that would change. Obviously, those sizes or quantities would change for you depending on how big, small, what your goals are, or any of those types of things. But those should be kind of the macronutrients that you're looking to track. And ultimately, if you're trying to gain weight, we got to be higher calorie, with as much a high protein as we can there, because we know protein helps rebuild muscles, and you got to be at a caloric surplus to gain weight, and it just is what it is, and you got to be at a deficit to lose weight, so tracking those things helps you really do that. One quick way that I've been doing the First Form 8-week challenge here. First Form's got an awesome app that you can plug all this stuff in. You don't always know when, what the macronutrients for the specific thing they're eating. There's a lot of save things in there that they've put in there that, they know, at least a cup of rice and a half a cup of, beef meatballs. That would be a quick, easy thing to eat. You warm up during the day to eat for lunch. That's saved in there, so you don't have to weigh it and count it every single time, which is really nice. So after you eat breakfast, here's what a good snack could look like right afterwards. It says 15 cherries and a quarter cup of almonds. That's not a ton. You should be able to take that, have it in a Ziploc baggie. You're walking between classes, you're walking between meetings, you're walking between anything that you need to do. You eat 15 cherries real quick and a quarter cup of almonds, and that's going to come out to 284 calories, 9 grams of protein, 27 grams of carbohydrates, 18 grams of fat. So a really good option there. For lunch, this says black bean and corn quesadilla with a half a cup of black beans, third a cup of corn kernels, quarter cup shredded cheddar cheese on an 8-inch whole wheat tortilla, right? With a quarter cup of salsa and a quarter cup of guacamole. Okay, those macronutrients come out to 513 calories, 22 grams of protein, 60 grams of carbs, and 23 grams of fat. Obviously, the biggest takeaway to me is what the macronutrients are and the awareness of that. Because we don't want to eat the same thing every single day for every single meal and snack, but having some type of balance, understanding how much food it takes to get to those types of macronutrients, to me is the biggest takeaway, for this. So your midday snack would be a half cup of baby carrots, quarter cup of hummus, and a protein shake with 2 scoops of vanilla whey protein powder mixed with 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk. That'd be fantastic. I've been using Formula One and Ignition from First Form. That would do a lot of those same sort of, macronutrients post-workout too. So those macronutrients are 374 calories, 56 grams of protein, 18 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat. Dinner, turkey burger on 100% whole wheat bun with lettuce, tomato, and 2 teaspoons of ketchup. 1 zucchini sliced into spears, roasted with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Half a regular potato sliced into French fries and baked with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. The macronutrients on that: 525 calories, 39 grams of protein, 40 grams of carbs, 23 grams of fat. Okay, so for your snack, bedtime snack before you go to bed, the hardest thing for me is not having a sweet sugary snack there. I think that's the sweet tooth, the time where everybody kind of, falls into bad habits. Here would be a good option for you: 1 mini bagel, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 1 medium banana. Okay, and that's going to line out to 412 calories, 13 grams of protein, 58 grams of carbs, 17 grams of fat. The daily total on that is 2,613 calories, 157 grams of protein. We have to have as much body weight, or as many grams as we have body weight in pounds. So grams of protein and body weight of pounds. 252 grams of carbs and 118 grams of fat. So that's the resource that we have online. There's a ton of stuff that you can find online, but just understanding that it has to be relative to your body and your goals. Obviously, a 300-pound left tackle, NFL player has got to eat more than I got to eat to keep his body as big and as strong as it is. And the same is true, for your younger athlete relative to your older athlete, just body comp and what the goals are. Okay, so in general, our basic goals for this would be, for recovery purposes, if you could shoot for these three things and just start there and start to get some awareness of what your macros look like, would be 7+ hours of sleep, 120 ounces of water, and getting your body weight in grams of protein per day. Typically, if you're going to do that, you'll be pretty dang close on your calories. But if we could hit those three main goals for recovery every single day, man, you guys will notice a big difference in how your body is recovering from not just game to game, but week to week, month to month, and that's the big picture, to be at our best and still climbing throughout the season. Be at our best later in the year. So it's really important, especially as baseball season starts. We're in the March now. The countdown's over. Everybody's back to baseball season. Baseball season's here. It's crazy. College baseball's off and running. Duke and Texas A&M, two college partners of ours that are just absolutely crushing it. They're doing really well. MLB baseball spring training games are back in action, and it's crazy to me, the state of baseball. The free agency market specifically, as of February 1st, there was still a ton of unsigned. I was reading off this, MLB put out a post February 1st. It's February 1st, and there's still time for your team to grab one of these top free agents. There's a free agent all-star lineup, it seems like, and it's like this every single year. Left field, Soler, Bellinger, Duvall, Tim Anderson, Matt Chapman, Blake Snell, Brandon Belt, Gary Sanchez, JD Martinez, a ton of these really good baseball players, and it's crazy. It's crazy to me how long it's lingered into baseball season every single year since like the new CBA, the new collective bargaining agreement. Barstool put out this headline that says MLB owners are cheating fans by not signing top free agents, and it's something that baseball's really got to figure out. And something that. It's been a lingering problem. I don't know that it's been too much in the fans' eyes, but teams basically not choosing to spend money in years that they don't think that they can be competitive, and it's the same culprits over and over again. It's the same people who end up spending money and getting the free agents, and I think that's probably clear by the general MLB fan. But either way, they're back. Bellinger just signed. Snell and Montgomery and Chapman and Clevenger and Lorenzen and Martinez. A lot of these guys are still kind of on the free agency list, able to be picked up. But either way, we're all excited for baseball season to really get back into full swing here. These guys will definitely get picked up and find a home. They're really good baseball players, and it's just interesting to me to see the state of MLB baseball and free agency. What's been going on with it for the last really better part of the last like 5 years here. Something's got to give. There's some type of adjustment that needs to be made. But I just also thought it was interesting. Barstool's always good for a headline like that, putting out something that's just truth. It might smack you in the face sometimes, but that is the way that a lot of people feel in and around the game. But also, fans of the teams too. So really appreciate you guys checking out this video. Looking to build back in some more consistency, regularity here with this. If you like this, drop me a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you guys got any type of topics or questions that you have about diet or about things in the future, leave me a comment for that as well, and love to tackle that in the next video. But appreciate you guys. See you next time.